As the sun crept through the blinds, casting stripes of light across the room, I glanced at John lying there, carefree and oblivious to the worries weighing me down. My frustration bubbled, and with no warning, I snatched up the job applications from the coffee table and hurled them at him while he slept. "Wake up, John!" I shouted, the anger surging through me like an electric shock. He stirred, blinking awake, confusion turning quickly into irritation as he spotted the crumpled pages around him. "Stop asking me about a freaking job!" he snapped, his voice thick with sleep and annoyance. My heart raced. The tension in the room felt palpable. As he stood, a storm of rage brewed inside me. I couldn't hold back anymore. In a heated moment, he approached me, and in a swift motion, he shoved me onto the couch. The surprise of it caught me off guard, and my emotions swirled into a chaotic mixture of anger and desire. I slapped his face while exclaiming, "You're such a loser!" Yet, as he hovered over me, the frustration faded. He leaned in, kissing me passionately, the fight dissolving as desire ignited. I could feel his manhood pressing against mine, the unmistakable imprint of his arousal igniting a heat within me. The couch turned into our battleground of passion, mixing fury and longing into an intoxicating blend. After that whirlwind moment, I peeled myself off the couch, feeling the remnants of our scuffle still buzzing in the air. I headed to the shower, letting the warm water wash away the tension as I prepared for work. Dressed in my work clothes, I glanced back at John, who was already cocooned back in sleep. "John, honey, could you please make sure you fill out those applications before I get home?" I called out, trying to inject a sense of responsibility in my voice. He turned slightly, barely lifting his head off the pillow, and muttered, "Yeah, sure," before allowing himself to drift back into slumber. My heart sank as I stepped out, knowing that my words often slipped away into his dreams. Getting into my car, I cranked up the volume to Mary J. Blige and sang along, "I'm Not Gonna Cry," a mantra that kept me grounded through the stress. Pulling into the office parking lot, I steadied myself for another day. Laughter from colleagues and the hum of the workplace greeted me like an old friend as I settled into my routine. During my lunch break, I dialed John's number, hoping to hear good news. The chatter of his friends filled the background. "John, please make sure you have that application finished before I get off work," I gently reminded him, my tone laced with a mixture of annoyance and love. "Yeah, sure," he replied dismissively, laughter echoing in the background. We exchanged a few sweet words, and as I told him, "I love you," it felt like a lifeline thrown into a turbulent sea. I hung up and returned to my tasks, but I couldn't shake my hope that we would find our way through this together. Stay tuned, part 4. As the day drew to a close, I felt a mix of exhaustion and hope. The sun set out